want you to explain the puppet to me. What does the puppet have to do with this guy's plan?
The puppet doesn't have any. The puppet is.
Tell me
He doesn't show his face.
The guy was at the Konami press conference. He was talking about the puppet.
Yes, because the puppet became big because in the movies
he's like,
he doesn't show his face.
That guy looks kind of
in
scary.
In the first movie,
don't you think, guys?
In the first movie, you don't know who he is. You're supposed to be you don't know that he is the killer.
Oh, you think the puppet is doing the killing?
No, in every video that because he leaves a video for
Why
all of
does
his
he have a
victims to
wheelchair?
explain the rules of his game, and it's
Let him talk, dude. But I'm serious. The puppet has a wheelchair.
No, the puppet has a tricycle. He's in a wheelchair because you find out. Do you want me to? I guess it's not gonna matter. You're not gonna watch movies. He's a cancer patient. You find this out in the first movie. And the puppet is just what he used to communicate with people because he didn't want people to know who he was.
You ever heard of a telephone?
So he's terminal.
So he's terminal, yes. And
so
after you get the damn thing off your head,
so he's really pissed off that he's dying and all these other people are still.
They're taking life.
It's a long story because
he
used to take his life for granted because he was a cancer patient, and then he survived.
And then the cancer.
Oh, he survived.
He got an appreciation for his own life. And
he's not even terminal anymore. He's a jerk.
Yes, he's a jerk. The funny thing is, the Jigsaw Killer died in like the third movie, and there's about to have the sixth movie.
But he comes back to life.
No, he didn't come back to life.
What are you talking about? They showed the picture, and he had his head cut off, but he was still walking around.
You cannot. Don't talk about it.
He
If you
was
don't know
at
what's
the
going
damn
on.
press conference.
Yes.
Nick, so you really like the lore and the mythos of this movie, right?
No, I think it's an interesting concept, and to be honest, I mean, they all have twists in them, and that's the best part of the movie. Going to the movie, and then when you get to the end, there's usually a really good twist that makes you go, "Holy shit!"
Did they give you permission to tell us, yes or no? Do you fight the puppet?
God damn it! Do you want to know about this game or not?
Okay, so how are you gonna play the game? You are a survivor, or what?
You are a detective who has been trying to hunt down this killer for a long time, and in the process, he's become a shadow of his former self, become an alcoholic. He's let his health go down or suffer because he's become obsessed with finding Jigsaw. And Jigsaw decides to show him that he's obsessed.
Wait, I'm sorry. He dies in the third movie?
Yes.
Does he die of cancer?
No.
Okay.
His throat's cut open. But
does the story have the same characters throughout the movies?
No, they're different characters in the movies. It's a new character, but
so how does he catch him?
Huh?
How does he kill him?
Kill who?
His character.
Oh! I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but after he dies, does his spirit haunt the puppet?
No.
Because the puppet is
There's nothing spiritual about the Saw movies, you fucking idiot.
Why is the puppet such a big part of it if the dude who made the puppet dies?
The puppet is just like the symbol of the movies now. Like, people associate the puppet because that's the first thing they saw in the movies.
But the puppet never does anything. He doesn't kill anybody.
Dude, you see the puppet a few times.
The sixth one, it's like Chucky, where the puppet gets.
Well, I've never seen a horror movie where the puppet was supposed to be scary, but the puppet never does anything.
Actually,
and the guy who made the puppet dies.
He uses the puppet to set traps every now and then.
The puppet helps him set up the traps.
No,
he's. You hold that. I'm putting on this reverse bear trap. I need a screwdriver. And the puppet drives over. Okay, the puppet doesn't kill people.
Right.
But he rides around on tricycles? This sounds like a pretty harmless villain.
The puppet is not the villain, you fucking idiot.
The guy said at the Konami press conference, "Whoa, that guy is pretty scary." Well, if he never kills anybody and he rides around on tricycles and he doesn't help set up the traps, he just helps MC them.
No,
why the fuck is he so
he's scary?
He's got a creepy look on
every
him.
time someone wakes up in one of these rooms and there's a trap, there's always a video, and the video plays, and you see this puppet's face, and the puppet, turns and looks at the camera, and it's kind of creepy looking.
Wait.
And then the puppet mouth moves, and you hear the killer's voice. So the puppet's, he's talking through the puppet.
So the puppet is sentient.
Hey, Nick,
This is, I'm not even, we're not even talking about the game anymore.
One more thing. You said the puppet turns its head. Is he looking towards the camera?
Yes, he's looking
Or is he looking towards the person? Is there some like fourth wall breaking shit here?
He's looking towards
Like
the
a Woody
camera.
Allen movie?
God damn it. This is ridiculous. Why are you turning that towards me? This is, oh.
Why is the puppet... So the puppet's addressing the audience.
my question
Yes.
is...
You're about to watch this guy get killed because he doesn't value life.
Nick,
Yes.
my question to you is there's one movie where the guy looks through a peephole
And he gets shot
there's
in
a
the
gun on the other side.
Yes.
What movie is that? Like, why did he
Saw
get shot?
2.
Why did he get shot?
Why did he get shot? There was a key. They're all locked in a room, and I forgot where the key was. They find the key eventually, but the killer keeps telling him, "Don't use the key. Find the way out of the room, or whatever." And they're going insane. They're freaking out. And this guy says, "You know what? Fuck this. I'm just going to use the key." And he checks through the peephole first to make sure that there's nothing on the other side of the door while he's unlocking the door or something. And he turns the key lock, and there's a contraption on the other side of the door with a gun. And when you turn the lock, it pulls the trigger on the gun, and he's looking through it, and he turns the key, and it blows his head off. So, well, there's shit like
He
that.
fucked up.
But the thing is, what if he didn't look in... See, what if he didn't look in the hole? What they should have had is, as soon as he reached for the key, they should have just had the puppet blow his head off.
Do you want to hear about this game or not?
You remember, Nick? Remember?
I played this game for this fucking site.
Nick, you remember when I told you last night? Brad said, "I'm gonna talk Nick into playing this game."
I was gonna play it regardless.
Right. I think this conversation with you about just Saw in general is what we were looking for the site. I don't even think we cared about
How many of the
game.
Saw movies have you seen?
4.
And there's 6 of them.
They're about to release the 6th one.
So
Are
you
you
haven't seen
gonna
the
go see
6th
it?
one?
No, I haven't seen the 5th one.
So, have you seen the trailer for the new one?
No.
So you don't know if the puppet's not going to come to life and start killing
There's nothing supernatural, you fucking idiot.
Well, originally there wasn't.
First of all, these movies are smart. Whether you think, well, I know they're torture porn or whatever, and you probably think they're really dumb, but for the most part, there's been one or two
I've seen the
exceptions.
first one.
You've seen the first one.
Okay. Yeah.
You've seen the first one? Yeah. Wow. Okay.
I saw it when it first came out.
They
Because
had-
back then it was still like, a nice little indie flick.
There's-
Now it's like commercial bullshit.
the second one,
torture
was,
porn
the second
for
one was
fucked up
pretty good
people.
too. The second one had a twist, just like the first one, where
Twist?
Yeah, they all have like twists at the end. Where you think you know what's going on, and find out something different. Second one
But
was
nothing ever
super.
involves the puppet.
No.
Does anybody ever freak out and like...
Not that This is so dumb. Do you want to hear about this game or not? It's a third-person adventure game a la Silent Hill, okay? So, it started out, there's puzzle-solving elements, you're trying to find your way out of a room, you gotta find a combination to pick the combination on this combination lock to get out of the room, and there's markings on the walls in certain positions in places, but they don't look like anything. And I forgot what I did. I think I ended up, the mirror has like markings on it and like red lettering or whatever, and I couldn't figure out what it said. And you have to like...
There was a note written on the mirror? So
you're in a bathroom.
Instead of having to pick up notes, they're like on the mirrors?
You're in a bathroom, and there's 3 stalls. The doors are all open, and whatever. And I ended up closing 2 of the doors in the stall, and on the stall doors there was another part that was written on the stall doors. And when you stand in the middle stall and look at the mirror, the doors had closed in a way that it filled out, and you can see the combination written in the mirror.
Wow.
So I took that and I used that to get out of the room.
Who's writing all the notes?
Jigsaw. It's all like a big trap. Like you're in like an asylum, and he's littered it with all
Jigsaw's
these
the
crazy...
guy.
Yeah, Jigsaw's the guy. So I got out of the room.
What's the puppet's name?
What is it? Billy the Puppet? I didn't know it had a name until this press conference, to be totally honest.
Does he puppeteer the puppet? Because you said no. You said there's no supernaturalness.
Yes, he puppeteers the puppet. It's a puppet.
And the puppet turns and looks at the screen, so he has to make it do that.
And he makes the mouse move.
Is it like a puppet where he has to have his hand up its ass?
No.
Strings?
I'm sure this podcast is going to take forever if I can't
Well,
get through this
let's
impression.
move on. You're not telling us about the game.
Fuck.
So you see it coming.